Today I'm going to look at how to answer a question that in itself is quite easy, but the wording is very poor. So the question as reported, obviously we don't know the exact wording necessarily on the exam database, is we've got a route from A, which is 44 degrees north, 26 degrees east, or 026 east, to B, which is 46 degrees north, 024 degrees east. And that forms an angle of 35 degrees with longitude 26 degrees east. The variation at A is 3 degrees east. What is the initial magnetic track A to B? So for a start, this is very poorly worded. Just to correct it, what they mean is that it forms an angle with the, this word should be meridian, because it doesn't make, it's just very poor English as stated. Now, I don't know if this is how it is in the exam, but this is what they mean. It forms an angle with the meridian. Okay, that leads us on to the second problem with this question, which is that we don't really care about the, we don't really use this this form of the angle between a meridian and a line unless we're considering the angle measured clockwise from the meridian, from the northern end of the meridian, to measure a bearing. So this is really it's a very artificial question, but let's have a look at what they mean by the question. So if I draw a line that represents the 26 degrees east meridian, so I'll say that's the 026 degrees east meridian, what they mean is that the track is either 35 degrees left here, 35 degrees right here. Now that would make sense because if it's 35 degrees right, going up from our reference point, this is our sort of starting point, this could be our A, then that would be the bearing of the line. The 35 degrees would be a 035 degrees bearing. That's not what they mean, hint. Or it could be down here at 35 degrees to the meridian, down here at the 35 degrees to the meridian. So basically what we've got along the meridian is a bearing of true north this way. And of course, so this is 360 degrees true bearing, and a bearing of true south, which is 180 degrees true, and this way. So if our bearing line is 35 degrees off the meridian, so what they mean is that this angle here, or this angle here, or this angle here, or hint is this one, this angle here is 35 degrees. And that's what they're telling you. And it's a really weird construction, really weird way of telling you what direction the line goes in. Okay, so how do we address this? I'm going to go a little over the top to show you the meridians and parallels involved. You don't really need to go this. All you need to recognize is that B is northwest of A. Okay, and let's have a look at the results of that. So I've got 44 degrees north here, 46 degrees north here, 026 degrees east here, and 024 degrees east here. And the 2 points in question are A here and B here, which means that my line runs from A to B like that. I'll give it an arrow for direction. It says a track actually, so in theory, in principle, I should give it 2 arrows. 2 arrows represent a track by convention. And I now can see that this angle is 35 degrees from the way the question's expressing itself. This angle is 35 degrees. And so because the meridian itself represents true north, the bearing here is 35 degrees left of true north, so it's 360 degrees minus 35 degrees, giving me 325 degrees true. Now, you didn't really need the diagram for that. We can see that from A to B is, well, northerly latitude is increasing, so it's A to B is north, and the easterly longitude is reducing, so it's northwest. And if you remember back to the initial bearings, one of them was northwesterly, the others were northeasterly, southeasterly, or southwesterly. And you'll obviously in any similar question to that, you'll always get those 4 options. You'll get one of each of those 4 options. So if you know whether the bearing is northerly or southerly, easterly or westerly, so obviously you've got then those 4 options: northwesterly, northeasterly, southwesterly, southeasterly. If you know which one of those it is, you can always say which bearing it is. So if it's northerly, it's going, if it's northeasterly or northwesterly, it's going to be 360 plus or minus the 35 degrees. So that would be plus, this is minus. If it was southwesterly or southeasterly, it's going to be 180 plus or minus the 35 degrees. And so that'd be 180 minus or 180 plus the 35 degrees if we'd been given different points. But in this case, it's if it's northwesterly, and northwesterly one will always be north minus 35 degrees. The northeasterly will be north plus the angle. Southeasterly will be south minus the angle. Southwesterly will be south, i.e. 180 plus the angle. Then all we have to do is apply the variations. So I'll use the usual Cadbury's Dairy Milk, very tasty. So we've got 3 to 5 degrees, 2 degrees east. Going this way, we subtract east. So this is, sorry, 3 degrees east, wasn't it? My apologies. Better get the numbers right. 3 degrees east. So the answer is 322 degrees. And yeah, the answer to the question is 322 degrees magnetic. Okay, so if anyone has any questions, get in touch with me on the email address given at the beginning of the video. And yeah, hope to see some of you in some of my classes. Thank you.